Awesome.
okay.
Excellent.
준비 okay?
Yeah, 준비 okay means I'm ready. So if you're ever not ready, feel free to just jump or say something. I think I'm gonna grab some pens here. And oh, I didn't turn this on. Guidelines. There we go. So, as I mentioned, today we're doing the R's, the W's, and then that special little N. So I will get started here. Let me just bring up my notes just to make sure I do everything correctly. So we're always going to be starting with the first vowel in the order, which is the A. So we're going to be doing ra first. You don't have to roll it. I don't know why I rolled my R just there. In Japanese, the R sound is a little bit like a mix between L and R, because they pronounce it a little bit differently. So like if you think of sort of the space between the two, that's sort of how you want to try to pronounce it. But usually when we're writing stuff out in Latin characters, we're going to write it as an R just for convenience. So we're going to be using the R, and then we're going to combine it with our vowels, which I'll write here just for reference. These are all of the vowel sounds they use in Japanese. So the first one that we're going to see is going to be ra. So it's going to be the sound that goes ra, ra. So I will draw this out, and then if you want to draw along with the pens on your desk, or even if you've got paper in front of you, like if you're on desktop, it's a good practice to try and draw the characters too. And I think Merengiru is going to give us also some drawings at the same time for an extra perspective in case you have a hard time seeing. So awesome. So I'll draw it, and then I'll draw it again after that so that we can get the stroke order just right. So no worries if you aren't too sure at the beginning. So ra starts with one line that is sort of in the top left area, close to the very top. So we're going to go and do a slightly slanted line that goes over toward the right. And then after that, there's just one more stroke for ra. This one is a bit of a long stroke. It might look like multiple strokes, but it is just one. So we start in the top left, we come down, and then we do a big curvy kind of hook shape after that. So it looks a little bit like the number 5, if you're familiar with the number 5, which you probably are. It looks a lot like this, evidently, but it's kind of important that the top line is not connected with the rest. So usually you'll see that sort of disconnected. Of course, handwriting can be a little bit different from person to person, but that's basically what it looks like. So I'll do the stroke order again here, just so that we are totally clear on how we want to draw it. So
Looks like a rabbit.
Yeah, it does look like a rabbit. Yeah. Oh, I love your drawings. Yes. So the ra, one way to remember it is to think ra for rabbit. So Merengiru kindly drew a rabbit for us. Of course, you've got bunny ears. You're the expert on rabbits.
Yay.
So it can be really helpful to try and connect the character with some kind of image that you have in mind that also incorporates the sound. That's a really good one. So for the stroke order, just to go over it again one more time, we've got just 2 strokes. So our first one, ichi, and then our second one, ni. Really long one.
Very long ni.
Extremely long ni. So that is for the character ra. I might just write it up here just as a reference, I suppose, because I'm gonna delete these eventually. So our next character after ra is going to be with our next vowel sound. So it's gonna be ri. So I'll draw it in this box here. So ri is another one that's got just 2 strokes to it. Sometimes it's drawn with only 1 stroke, so it can be a little bit tricky depending on the font. I guess I should actually use both boxes here just so that you can see both ways that it is drawn. Okay, can I delete only the character here? And then this one, there we go. So I'll draw it in one style in this left box, and then after I'll show you the other style. So one style for ri is you start on the top left, and you're going to draw a stroke going straight down. So it's going to go down, well, pretty straight. I didn't do it super straight, but essentially it goes straight down. And then the second stroke is going to start on the top right, and sometimes it's got a little bit of a curve to it, so I'll try and include that curve. And it's going to go downward as well. So ri can look like this, where it is drawn in 2 strokes. But if you know the history of Japanese writing, you might know that classically it was often drawn or written with brushes, and so there's a lot of characters in hiragana that have an amount of connection in different fonts because of how it used to be written with brushes, where you would kind of drag the brush and it wouldn't fully come off the page, right? So the second way that you can write ri is just connecting where that brush stroke would be ordinarily. So I will draw it in the 1 stroke on this box here to demonstrate. So we've got our 1 line that goes down, and then instead of lifting our pen, we just continue by going up toward the start of that second line, and then we come down to where the second line normally goes. So it's a little bit wider than maybe it's supposed to look, but essentially we've still got these like 2 lines where one of them, comes down on the left, one of them on the right, and sometimes they'll be connected like that just because of that sort of historical aspect of it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because I remember seeing one like that.
Yeah, yeah. So that's kind of why you'll see some characters look a little bit funky. Yeah. So that's how it is.
So
go ahead.
You often see this hook, and this hook comes from exactly that.
Exactly.
When you draw with a brush, you would do this, and then you would lift the brush, but on the time you lift the brush, there is a small hook that appears, and then you do this.
Exactly.
That's where it comes from.
Yeah, I didn't include the hook here, but oftentimes there'll be like a little sort of hook, like Meringiru demonstrated. Everyone's got their own style of handwriting. My handwriting may not be the best, unfortunately. But it is what it is.
We can read. That's all that matters. To me, it looks like early.
Exactly. As long as it communicates the meaning, it's good. Language is all made up anyway, right? So, as long as it communicates, it's good. So,
technically,
yeah. So for ri, some people see like a set of reeds. So sort of like, like kind of grassy reeds sticking upward. So you can kind of picture 2 reeds like that. My drawings are not very good, unfortunately. But that is one sort of mnemonic that you could use. Of course, if you have any other mnemonics, if it looks like anything to you, feel free to chime in as well. It's always fun to hear.
For me, I always like imagine like a backwards I for the vowel. I always mention it as that. Like anytime I see like a backwards one of those, I know. That's what I use.
That's good. Yeah, mnemonics are very kind of personal, right? It's like what works for one person may not work for another. It's really whatever sticks in your mind the best. So there's no bad mnemonics, there's just different ones. And they're all good, I think. Yeah. So Yeah, so that is ri.
I had I had
Yeah,
a
go ahead,
ribbon, but
Merengue.
it's not that great.
Oh,
I mean, it's
ribbon.
something like that. Yeah.
That sounds good. Yeah, it does kind of look like
Then,
like a pair of ribbons.
and then you'd see this here, the
Oh, yeah, it's like a bow.
lower part.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah. I like it. That's nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Very good. Leave it to Merengiru to have the very good drawn mnemonics, I find.
I'm just doing my best.
Yeah, so that is ri. So the next one is going to be ru. So ru is a little bit tricky to draw, I find, because it's actually one really long stroke. So if you're looking at the chart, it's got a lot of lines, but it's actually just one stroke. So I will draw it for you here. So we start in the top left, and we're gonna go across to the right, and then we're gonna come down, and then we're gonna have a familiar kind of hook shape. And then at the bottom, we're gonna do a little bit of a sort of loop-de-loop. Hopefully it's not clipping into the wall too much there. So it's all one stroke. It's a bit of a busy character for only one stroke. But that is ru. So I usually look at this and I kind of see a 3, which is not ideal.
Yeah, I do too.
One of the things that I find helps me really differentiate it from similar hiragana, because there are other hiragana that look very similar. This one has that loop at the bottom, like I said. It's got a loop, which sounds a lot like ru. So that kind of helps me to be like, okay, so this one is definitely that. Pardon?
So I see a very fancy Z.
Oh, yeah, it does kind of look like a fancy Z.
Yeah, I see it.
Z that just kind of went going, kept on. Yeah.
I see a 7.
You see a what, sorry?
I see a 7 and an upside down lowercase g.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I could see that. It's like a 7, and then there's the G.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like how like some people write a 2 and then a 7 on top.
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah, so that one is ru. Do you have a mnemonic for that one, Merengue?
Oh no, the one I found was I told you I'm kind of clueless today about this.
all good.
To be honest, it's kind of a spoiler, but today we are going to study Raw just after, which is very alike.
Yes.
But there's no loop. So the way I remember it is that the O of Raw 1 to U.
Oh yeah. Nice.
This is very bad, I think, but I don't know.
I mean, if it works, it works. You know.
Yeah, it works for me.
Yeah.
So for Ro, there's no O, and for Ru, there's the O of Ro. That's how I remember it.
Yeah. Great.
But it's really bad.
No, it's okay. So I'll draw it one more time just to show y'all again real quick, and then we'll move to the next character. So like I said, it's actually just one stroke. So we go from the top left to the right, and then we come down, and then we do our little hook. So that would be just the... Oh, I forgot to do the little loop-de-loop at the end. I got all mixed up. This should have been one stroke, but I did it in 2. My bad. We're all learning together. Goodness gracious. Alright. So I'll put it up here for reference again. Alright. So, our next character is... Re. So we're combining with the E sound, which in Japanese is pronounced e, so it goes and becomes re. So for re, this one is going to be 2 strokes. We're going to start seeing a bit of a pattern with some of these as well. So re starts with 1 stroke that goes straight down from the top left corner. Oh, I messed that up. I got all wiggly. My bad. So we're going to go straight down here for our first stroke. And then our second stroke is going to kind of zigzag around. So be prepared for that, I suppose. So we're starting a little bit to the left. It's almost like if we were starting and trying to make it into a T, we're going to start to the left of it and then cross over. And then we're going to come down and to the left. And then we're going to go back over again. I'm not standing far enough to my right. Oh, goodness. And we're going to come down, and then we're going to swish upward to the right at the bottom. I maybe swished a little too high, but yeah, it's got this sort of zigzag, and then the swishes to the right at the end. It's a bit of a strange one. I don't actually have like a great mnemonic for this one, because it's like such a weird one.
It's like such a weird one. It's like its own mnemonic.
Yeah. It kind of stands out
like
because
an
it's so sort of strange, right? Yeah.
I don't know. I've always seen it like a like a minuscule R, but I'm not sure. It's not very good either.
Oh, yeah, I could see that. Yeah, like a lowercase r. Yeah, it's like it's like if it had like a bunch of extra stuff going on. It was just like very fancy. Very fancy lowercase r.
Very much so.
Yeah.
More like cursive.
That works.
It looks like an N.
Oh yeah.
It's like a little N.
It looks like how I write my N's, because I like
Oh, yeah.
I like going like going like
sometimes
this.
I write my N's like a little
More like
like a H.
so.
Maybe like a
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
stem on top.
Yeah, it's a tricky one.
H is cool, but you might get mixed up with the actual N, which is
Yeah, we're gonna
which
see
is
this one
literally
too. Yeah.
and so you might get mixed up with this one. So
Yeah, it's tricky. So
Yeah,
I'll try
it's
that
tricky.
one again one more time, and then we can get to roll. So like I said, there's 2 strokes. So the first one goes down from the left side, and then the second one kind of zigzags. So we go to the right first, and then toward the bottom left, and then we go back over and down, and then to the right. So then we've got re. All right.
maybe I should write the former symbols. By the way, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them. No
Yeah,
problem.
you can always ask questions. Really, don't be shy if you have questions. You can jump or say something. Sometimes it's hard to see raised hands in VR. All right. So the next one is ro, which Merengiru mentioned already, is very, very similar to ru. So this one looks even more like a 3, if you can believe it. So we go from the top left to the right, and then we go down and to the left, and then we curve over to make this hook shape. But instead of having a loop, we just stop after we've done that sort of curved hook shape. So it looks a lot like a 3 to me.
Yeah.
So I end up just kind of thinking of ru and being like, well, ru has the loop, and then ro, I don't know, it's like I kind of picture the word loop, but like spelled with an R, because Japanese doesn't strictly have the letter L, and then I kind of think, well, ro is like in this, but not quite, and yeah, it's not a very good mnemonic. Yeah.
Maybe you could do that, but it's not very good either. It's like cursive row, but written like in that direction, but it's not that not that great either.
Oh, I actually I just remembered one that I think I had seen at some point. It also kind of looks like the number 6. So if I superimpose here, we could draw the number 6 on it. But it's got like an extra bit. So if you know, does anyone know how you would say 6 in Japanese? I know it's not a vocabulary class, but yeah, it's roku.
Yeah.
So you can think of it as having roku as part of it, sort of. It's just got like a little bit extra at the top, and then this part is removed. Looks like it's got a 6 in it. Yeah. So that could help as well.
Sure, that's smart.
So I'll just draw it one more time. So we go from the left to the right, and then down, and then we've got our kind of hook shape. Oh, I bumped into something. Oops. So that one is
Xavier requested to join.
So that is a full
Already
series
did.
of 5.
I tell him when he joins. I tell him.
Do you have a question?
Binge.
Everything good? Alright. Perfect.
Oh, I got a question.
So, with that...
Wait, I got a question.
Oh, got a question?
So,
Yeah.
So when I'm looking at my hiragana chart, it's RO for the Romaji, right? But I notice you're pronouncing it like Aro, like almost like arrow. Does it, when you pronounce it, is it like a row?
It's like ro.
Yeah, row. Like how you row a boat. It's basically like that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like row, like row your boat. Yeah.
I hear it as
It's
more
just
like
a
an
little...
H and an N at the end instead of a W.
Yeah, like the end of the word, like row, like rowing a boat, is kind of more of a drawn out O sound at the end. So you would kind of want to cut it off before it gets too far. So it's just like ro. So you might have that in a word like roku, like you said, roku. So it's just ro. It can be a little bit tricky because it's sort of in between L and R, and the vowel sounds are not exactly the ones that we use in English. But if you kind of follow the chart, the guide for how it says, roll with the 2 Latin characters, it's a close approximation. People will understand you for sure. Yeah.
Perfect.
I'm looking at everyone. Little
Arigato, sensei.
you guys did a nice job. Yay!
Yeah, you're all doing great.
Great job, everyone.
I'm loving these characters that y'all are drawing in the class. It's awesome.
Yeah, great job.
And that works out well because whenever we do a series of 5 in our hiragana classes, we like to do a little practice drawing or practice writing session. So Merengiru is getting the timer for us. It's almost like a pop quiz, but don't worry, there's no grades. So we're gonna put a timer for 2 minutes, and we are gonna challenge you to. Yeah, bragging rights, exactly. So we're gonna challenge you to try and write these 5 characters that you saw just now. So ra, ri, ru, te, ro. As many times as you can, as accurately as you can, for those 2 minutes. So, are there any questions?
If you want to brag,
oh, go ahead.
If you want to brag even more, you can take a picture and post it on the Discord.
Yes, absolutely. So, any questions before we begin? Junbi okay desu ka?
Junbi okay desu.
Junbi okay.
Junbi okay.
Junbi okay.
Okay, so without further ado, we will start the timer then. Alright, 2 minutes on the clock. Let's go, let's go! Ra-di-do-de-do, ra-di-do-de-do, ra-di-do-de-do. I'm seeing
You
some good
started.
stuff.
Let's go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Gambatte, gambatte, you can do it. Very nice. I wish I had Aya Sensei's soundboard so I could play some tense music or...
Yeah, but this is Haya Sensei's specialty.
That's
no
true,
one can
that's
do
true.
this as good.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Yeah, gambare. Good job, everyone.
Did you
I'm seeing
know
some
that
awesome
even
stuff.
Japanese people know her for the Akira Mendayo?
Akira Minnayo! Don't give up! Do your best! Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, everyone's doing so good. Only less than a minute left. Whoa! Nokori 50 秒. 50 seconds. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Rarirurero, rarirurero. I'm seeing some people getting enclosed in a space filled with characters. Very nice to see. As long as you can escape afterward. Oh, less than 30 seconds to go. The pressure is on. 15 seconds. Ooh. Gambatte. You can do it. Gambatte. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, time's up. Time's up, everyone. Good job. Yeah. Patch, 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 patchy. Good job, everyone. Yeah. Nice job. It looks like everyone did so good. Oh, that's amazing. Very good. So please, you're more than welcome to take a picture of your work and post it on the Discord server and take advantage of the bragging rights, like Merengiru-san said. Absolutely, absolutely. Alright. So, everyone got your photos taken. If you needed to take photos, perfect. So after this, we are moving on to our last set of hiragana out of all of the hiragana, which is actually only 3 today. So instead of having a full set of 5, we'll only have 3 more today.
I just wanted to bring a precision. When you talked about this way of drawing, it's important that this line is shorter than this one.
That's
because
right,
actually,
yes.
because actually, we are we are about to view the next hiragana, which is literally this. So
that's right, yes.
If
It could
you
be
make
easy
it
to mix
so,
them up.
Yeah, so this part is shorter than the left part is shorter than the right one. This is very important.
Yes. Yeah, be careful when you're writing ri to make the left part short. Yeah. So that perfectly opens up and we can compare with ri with the character I'm about to draw, which now we are, instead of in the R series, we're doing the W series. So I'll just write that W there. So we're going to be combining W with our vowel sounds. Although you may have noticed on the hiragana chart that we actually don't end up using all of them. So we only have 2 in the W series. So the first one is wa. So the first one, wa, is very similar to ri, and it's also very similar to re. So it's a bit tricky. So it starts with a vertical line from the top left that goes down. So we go down like this. It looks just like re at this point. But the second line is going to end a little bit differently. So we're going to go from the left side, just like we did with re. And we're going to go to the right. We're going to come down toward the left again. And then we're going to go over into this hook shape. But instead of flicking to the right at the end, we're just going to let it curve naturally downward and slope to the left a little bit. So this is wa. It's got that sort of curvy hook to it instead of going over to the right side. So the one of the mnemonics that I've heard in this classroom before is that it looks kind of like a certain Nintendo character's butt. So does anyone know about Wario?
Oh,
It's kind of, yeah, right, like in the back, fat, dumpy. So you could kind of picture, you know, Wario and this part on the right being his big old butt. So he's a very rotund man in the backside area. And that works really well to make a mnemonic because his name, you know, starts with wa. So Wario for wa. So you can try to picture that if you want to picture that. That is one option for sure. Yeah. Oh, I see that Miringiru is drawing something. Yes.
Is it Ladybug?
Yes. This is
So
a
this one is another mnemonic. It's a wasp.
Oh, yeah, maybe I didn't draw it correctly, sorry.
No, you're good.
It's alright. Yeah, so this big part on the right could be either its wing or its big ol' pointed butt. Another one that involves a big butt. The wa is a mysterious hiragana character. It brings out strange things. Yeah. So you could picture Wario or you could picture a wasp. Those are both options for sure for wa. So that character, I'll draw it again just for reference here. So we've got our first stroke from the top left down. Ichi, going down. And then our second stroke, ni. Curving down.
Another long.
Yeah. We've got a lot of long knees when we do the stroke order. Yeah. So that one is for wa. So I'll just write it over here as for reference. There we go. So next in the W line, we're actually going to be skipping over basically all of the other vowels up till the O vowel. So we don't have characters for we, for wu, for we. Those are not really part of Japanese typically. There's some like really old hiragana that you could find online for those, but you really don't see them in everyday use. So we're gonna skip over to o, which is the last vowel sound. So for wo, it's one that looks a little bit special. This one is actually our first one today that's got 3 strokes instead of 1 or 2. So it's a bit of a fun one. So we're going to start from the top left. Kind of a pattern. A lot of them start from the top left, of course. So we start from the top left with a horizontal line going toward the right. So our first line like this. And then we're going to have our second line start sort of just above that, kind of in the middle. And we're going to go downward and toward the left, and then we're going to hook over. So we're going downward and to the left, and then we hook over and go down and to the right. So it starts to look a little bit like some characters that we've seen previously. It looks a little bit like
Chi.
Yeah, it looks a little bit like chi. Normally chi would kind of continue and hook downward, but we're just stopping there. And then our third stroke is going to start from the right side, and it's going to cross over that sort of curved part. So we're going to come down and sort of curve. I think I did that a little bit too big. Sorry, I'm just going to redo that one. It's hard to write this big. There we go. It's almost like a C shape that crosses over it. It's a little bit tricky to get it quite right. So that one is wo. And oftentimes when people use this character in speech, they'll drop the W sound at the beginning, so you might hear it more as o. It's only in certain kind of words or sentences that you might hear it more like.
It's like some words when they're like silent.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, you just pronounce it o.
Yeah.
O.
You can kind of just imagine it as being o. If you want to hear about situations where you wouldn't do that, it's a little more advanced. So feel free to talk about it later.
I don't even know, to be honest. I've only pronounced it o.
Yeah, I mean it's very subtle anyway. So you can get by just pronouncing it as o. So for this one, I kind of picture like a little guy with his arms outstretched for this kind of top left area, and he's like surfing on a big wave. So he's going like, "Whoa, I'm on a big wave, whoa!"
Oh, he's funny.
So that's sort of what I picture for this. Trying to keep his balance on the board, you know. He's got his arms out. Yeah. So that's what I imagine for wool.
I see. Well, I also see a guy, and there's something here, and he's just stopping over it. So, over.
Yeah, he's like, whoa, better step over that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Taking a big step.
This is something, whatever something, and he's just stopping over this.
Yeah. That's good too. You gotta be careful stepping over things. You don't want to trip. Yeah. So I'll draw that one again in the box here for reference. So we've got our 3 strokes for this one. So first stroke from left to right, ichi. Second stroke, ni. And then our third stroke, san. Oh. I maybe could have made our surfer guy be a little bit lower, but I think it gets the point across. So that is for wo. And then we've only got 1 character left after this. Oh, y'all are already such pros at hiragana. Alright, so our last character, as we mentioned earlier, is a little bit of an exception. So at the beginning I mentioned how all of the characters in hiragana are built out of these vowel sounds that are either alone or combined with a consonant. This last character is the exception to that because it is just a consonant sound. There's no vowel involved in this character's sound. So this one is just I need my white pen. So this one is just the letter N, basically. So it's just N on its own. You're just going to pronounce it like N. So the way that we write that is this special little character, which you mentioned before looks a lot like an N also. So it's 1 stroke that comes up from sort of the top middle a little bit to the right with a straight slanted line. And then I should have left my pen down, but I needed to move myself. So you would come down to the left here, and then you go back up, and you kind of curve downward and toward the right. So it looks a little bit like a fancy lowercase n, or because that top part is longer, it look a little bit more like an H. Yeah. but I kind of try to think of it as an N just because like it's also the sound.
Same, yeah.
But yeah, it's a bit of a special character. So that one is just pronounced so usually you'd never see it at the beginning of a word because of that, because you can't really like start a word with just as a whole syllable in Japanese. Otherwise, you'd be operating out of like the N row or be na, ni, nu, ne, no. Here it's just on its own. So it's a bit special. Yeah. So yeah, I just kind of picture it as an N or as an H. I don't know if it looks like anything special to y'all.
Yeah, to me it's an N too. So
yeah, I feel like it's pretty easy to remember for that reason. Fortunately, thank you, Japanese people. For once, something makes so much sense.
Japanese people.
So, I would glad again.
I always
for
say
reference.
why Japanese people, but this time we'll.
Yes.
Thank
this
you.
time, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I'll do it one more time for reference. So we've got one long stroke. So we come down from the right, and then we go back up and curve over. It doesn't have to like cross this straight part. I did that sort of by accident. Normally it doesn't cross the straight line. It just curves downward and does that little snaking thing. But yeah, so that's N. I should say. Very special character. It's kind of the bad boy of hiragana. It doesn't follow the rules of the rest of them. So those are the kana. I don't know if y'all wanted to do another round of 2 minutes writing practice for these three, or maybe for all of them together, given that we've got fewer of them than we normally have. Because that is all of the hiragana for today. Yeah. So should we do? Yeah. So should we do 2 minutes of just these three, or 2 minutes of all of them, all the ones we saw? Oh. Take your silence to mean let's do just the three. Oh, all of them. Okay, perfect. Great. All right, challenge mode.